Hello folks, welcome back to Alan Wake's American Nightmare, and on the last episode we finished up in the drive-in section, well, at least for now. We're kind of in a weird time loop now. We showed back up at the hotel area, but yeah, let's continue on, see where we go from here. So we get the distinct honor of finding the battery again. I did get this Magnum, finally, on the last episode. I'm hoping we end up going back to the drive-in because there was an assault rifle there. And I'm assuming we're going to get a key again because I'm seeing a lot more question marks. I think I'm starting to understand a little better about how the manuscript thing works now. I think some of them don't show up now that we're doing like a moving back to previous locations thing. Maybe things are different and I can get different manuscripts now. We'll see. I wonder if this is any different.
Okay, so this chick just came up to me and said she's my biggest fan. I know, they all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye. So I make a couple of moves, we have a couple of drinks, and then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first. Uh-oh, right? She's got no idea. Watch this. This is gonna be priceless.
That's nice.
I thought you'd like that. Are you tense? You feel a little tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crappy day.
Yeah?
Don't worry, it's improving real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Watch this. Yeah! Did you see that? Oh man, did you see her? Boom!
More than anything else, that are animals. It's in our nature to imagine, to turn fantasies into legends, to be storytellers. But on a rare occasion, the line between fact and fiction, imagination and reality becomes hopelessly blurred, and nowhere can vividly as in Night Springs.
Okay, they tend to do this. Okay, I was gonna say, they tend to do that with these scenes. Sometimes you don't know whether you should just walk away or not because they're like over. I will tell you, the guy they got to play Alan Wake does a really good job in those little FMVs of being a psychopath. He does a really good job. Hey, now I have 20, I think. Maybe I have 18, but...
Night Springs doesn't exist. It's a fictional town from the TV show I used to work on. It was Any Place USA, a place we used as a backdrop for whatever strange story we had that week. One of the stories I wrote for the show involved a man, the champion of light, fighting his evil double, the herald of darkness. It was something I'd written back in the real world, something I had a link to, a framework I could build on. I had adapted it into a new story. This story.
Alright, so we actually have new manuscript locations now. Hopefully there's not a bunch out in the middle of nowhere. There's one over here now. So now it's starting to make more sense, obviously, with the... Because I was curious before why I was so low on manuscript pages. Little did I know we'd be returning to places.
Now Night Springs is in Arizona, although not for long. It's in Arizona because whatever the town that has become Night Springs is really called is located near one of the thin, worn places in the world where dreams and reality flow together and life is always a little strange. Perfect analogy for Night Springs. I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. I can enter the strange little town of Night Springs. All I did was put it in Arizona for one night.
There is some spooky little towns in the middle of nowhere in Arizona. Used to live there. Well, I lived in Tucson, outside of Tucson, but I went through plenty little creepy towns. Holes in the wall, middle of nowhere, in the barren desert.
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
Yeah, you said it, Alan. Nice car. Was. You do see lots of old cars out in Arizona in the desert. It's a good climate to store classic cars, projects and stuff. Okay.
Now I just need her to charge this up.
Again. Oh no! And I have a Magnum. Alright. Where's my... Oh, I only have a flare gun? Okay, guess that'll work. Let's get out of this godforsaken cave. Really the last thing I want to do right now is deal with spiders. Oh, thanks. It's Doom 3 all over again. Maybe not quite as bad. Okay, well, at least the flare gun kills them. Monsters like this are worthy of having the flare gun used on them. Come here. Hold on. Come on now. I want to curse so bad. I try to keep that out of the beginning of videos because YouTube doesn't like it if you do to start cursing early on. Give it a few more minutes and I can... Let's get the expletive out of here. Ow. I wish I would shoot him, but I don't want to waste Magnum ammo. I got a better idea. Let's just get out of here. Okay, they're gone. Fuck that noise. Fuck that. I hate those things. They don't creep me out quite as much as the ones in Doom 3. I hated those things so bad. But still. I wish I had a flamethrower. That's in the room. Okay.
Found the battery.
Okay, I'll charge it. Here. Try not to get killed.
Quite a charger you got.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but if I don't deal with this, no one else will.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
I get scared, but I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps. The guy who looks like me is the reason this is happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back here.
Back in time.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things I need.
Yeah, well, feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
Nail gun. I know I said it in the first episode. I love this car so much. So cool. Okay, let's not get too sidetracked here. I didn't use any ammo. Still can't get into these hotel rooms. There's my SMG. But, still haven't used the Magnum. I'm hoping I'm gonna have to get a key again and gonna be able to get into these places. Here's those dang birds. Shotgun. Is it just me or is these bird people not really a problem? Like, the birds don't attack you. All they can do is get away. It just takes a minute. It's not like those dang birds in the first one. You just wait for him to land and shoot him. That's it. Seems like not that much of a threat. Maybe it'll get worse. Alright, so let's give this Magnum a try. Not sure I'll keep it just because it doesn't hold a ton of ammo. Oh, did I just miss a... Just now noticed a... Yeah, there we go. Let's get that before I forget. Where is it?
I don't make friends easily. I know plenty of people, but I don't let most of them close. I've known Barry Wheeler ever since we were little boys. We had the time of our lives. I'd get us in trouble, and he'd talk us out of it. Things haven't changed that much now that we're grown-ups. He's the most loyal and dependable person I've ever met, and all the things that count anyway. You could call him a weasel, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. You could call him a clown, and I would reluctantly agree. But he has never let me down.
Oh, wow. Let's get carbine ammo. Oh, maybe I did use one bullet. Bird people. Oh, not just bird people. Oh! Still takes 3 to kill him. Hi. Ooh, this thing is nice. Maybe if we could get like
Better get ready to run.
Maybe we could get the assault rifle and then have the Magnum. I don't know. The wheel was in place, the oil was flowing, the battery was attached, the lights were blinking, the CD was playing in the boombox. I'm gonna have to mute the music again, probably. Maybe I'll put in elevator music again. Turn on the oil. Battery. Then we turn on the lights, then we put in the CD. Wait, does the battery go here? Yeah. Lights, CD. Alright. Here we go. Yep, same music. Sorry, I gotta remove that. I like how he was running before I even took control. Okay. At least the music stopped soon this time. Alright. Not too bad.
Emma! Coming!
Oh shit.
This is not the bad thing! Nothing!
How many more of these guys are there?
Oh.
Just keep your head down!
All right. I need that ammo. Hold up there, Emma.
Okay, it's safe now.
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Good. It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
We'll see. Alright. We got the key, so let's start. Son of a bitch.
This wasn't supposed to happen again!
The memory of her own face haunts Emma Sloan and fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
Well, rip again. Now we can get in here. I wonder if this is any different now. Probably.
Okay, people, it's Eddie Rodman here with a few hours to kill, and there's nobody I'd rather spend them with. Nobody else in the whole world. Oh boy, that'll land me in hot water when I get back home, won't it? Well, just in case my wife is listening, and you always are, aren't you, baby? Let me tell you, you are the exception, honey, and the prettiest lady I ever saw to boot. But I'd really like to spend some quality time with you listeners, because, tonight's one of those nights. You're sitting in the studio and you kind of forget how long it's been or what day it is. You just sit here and go through the motions. You might as well have been here forever. You keep talking, but you don't even know what you're saying. It's like you're on automatic. You can't stop the ride and get off. It's times like these that I really wish that somebody would just call in and relieve my boredom. How about it? Anybody? Come on now, help a fella out. Our lines are open.
All right. Well.
My own face peered back at me from the TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with the sensation of déjà vu. How many times have I seen myself like this now? And then there was that easy grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch.
Else, I guess. Let's hope it doesn't push me out of this area this time before I'm done looking. Wasn't... Okay, no, the other ones were up here, right? That's the one with the, observatory key. Now we know that, so... Looks like nothing but a manuscript. That's fine with me. That means weapons.
Alice and Barry, my wife and my best friend, are easily the two most important people in my life. And they've never really gotten along with each other. I suppose both of them resent the other's intrusions into what they considered their domain. After I was gone, they maintained an uneasy truce. My book stayed in print, still selling, the licensing machine churned away. She was my wife and controlled the intellectual property. He was my agent and took care of the business. I wish they found more common ground than that.
Alright, so you know what? It just occurred to me, maybe I ought to look other places too before we go in there, just in case there's actually more manuscripts in different places now. I'm gonna go looking around, and I'll just cut it if I don't find anything. Oh, we got some bad guys. Oh. So we can't even go back in over here. I'm guessing it's a little more limited in this case. They probably meant you to go through here pretty quick because we already explored it in the first one. So, okay. I'm going to assume there's nothing else. Let's carry on. Nope. Alright, well, here we go again.
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring, but for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same. Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether. As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
Fun, fun, fun. Alright, I see a manuscript page already. But also there's, we need to check our weapon crates out here. Hold on. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's grenade guy. Right. See another manuscript here. I can't remember what weapons were out here. I don't think there was anything that was too enticing. I remember one of them was a hunting rifle, I think, but I mean, I've got an M14. Rather have a battle rifle. But the next section, we go back to the drive-in. Assault rifle sounds great. What? Did I not read one of these when I was here?
The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal. Despite that, the air felt cool and refreshing this late at night. It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet. When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
Alright, so, do we go left or right first? I know there's a weapon crate. Let's just go over. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? First objective is over here anyway, so look in here again. Shall we listen to the radio again?
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there. You know, when the hours stretch into eternity like this, when it feels like I'm stuck in a rut and just reliving the same endless night over and over again, I feel genuinely touched by someone actually reaching out to me, breaking the monotony. I just want you to know that it really matters to me. Caller, you're on the air.
You suck, Eddie!
Did you know that this is my dream job? True fact.
Okay, that was simple. random heckler. Oh, wow, he fell off the rock. Grenade guy. You don't. Right?
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
Hunting rifle for 15. It doesn't, like, use the manuscript, so why don't we just go ahead and see what it is? Well, okay, we'll try it. Just for the sake of variety, we'll try it. Can always get another M14. Okay, at least there's no actual zoom. That would have been bad. See you. Hold on. Let's grab this.
The darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
All right. Curious if there's anything around the other side. We might go up and past, look around, just make. Oh, these the same bird people? Yeah, they are. Oh, hello. Oh God, it's slow. Why'd you shoot? Damn it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a mistake, but okay. Kind of rather have some rate of fire. One shot though, I mean. Not bad. Aha! Got some flashbangs, nice. Flares, ammo. Cool. Those things set up. Actually, let's save the flashbangs for the moment. Sure, at some point. We haven't come across anything terribly difficult yet. I'm sure at some point we will. So far, it's been a lot easier than the first game. Not good. Okay. Damn, there's always two. These things are just annoying. See another manuscript page over here. I also want to go over that way just in case.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
There's another M14. Okay, just gonna go over this way. Be back in a minute. 40. Do I have 40? No. Damn it. Combat shotgun sounds real cool.
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr. throws at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. But I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
Do I 40 now? No. Okay. Just gonna go down here real fast. Oh yeah, we got a manuscript page.
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been 2 years. I know Alice has moved on. I've tried to find a way back to her, back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible. Time does strange things here, but dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them.
Alright. Go around the other side. Ammo and flashbangs. Full on flares. Okay, I guess that's it. Let's go back. Does this thing have 8 rounds in the cylinder? Just now noticed that. Yeah, it does. What the hell kind of a... Okay, whatever. Anyways. Alright, so I'm gonna switch back to the M14. The hunting rifle's not bad. I just prefer this, to be honest. So, here we go again.
It's you! How dare you! No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
Thanks.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Alright, anyways. Like I said, the actor they have, he does a really good job of being a psychopath.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed. think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
Sure, why not? Might as well get all the optional dialogue we can. Get the full scoop.
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I, but I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor. For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
Sure, but you have to stop second-guessing yourself at some point, if you want to get something done.
Okay, anyways. Oh, I guess we would have gone back down here. Oh wait, we're going back down to the very bottom, aren't we? Just try one more time. Ah, okay. Hello. You know, I gotta say, one complaint I have, they could have done a little better work on the reload animations. They just don't look very good. I especially notice it with this and with the MAC-10. He doesn't even remove the magazine. Look. I mean, come on, man. He chambers around by tugging on the air behind the stock. Just a minor complaint, it doesn't matter that much, but, you know, small details can really have an impact. Before I do this, let's get ammo. Because there's no such thing as too much ammunition. Where the hell are you? Where are you? Guy throwing grenades, I just don't know where he is. Or there was.
These beams hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Well, I guess... Oh no. They really love to throw cars.
I guess they didn't like that.
Just waiting for one of these inanimate objects to get thrown at me.
Whole damn mountain's trying to kill me.
No, you don't. Alright. Crying out loud. see you back there. Crap. Alright. Move along now. Of course. Oh. Got him? No, you don't. No grenade throwing. Ugh. Or somewhere. All right. Nope. All right, I wonder what's gonna happen this time.
You find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Okay. Anyways.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
Alright, so it looks like we are returning to the drive-in. I'm excited to get this assault rifle, whatever it is. I'm assuming it's either an AK or, an M4 or something. I'd be a little surprised if it was something else.
The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Alright, well, we're gonna stop here, and we will, continue the loop on the next episode. So, see you guys next time. Take it easy.